Hey there fellow Minecrafters, welcome back to the Draki series here. This is Jason and welcome to another Minecraft tutorial video. I'm hoping to show you something pretty cool in Minecraft 1.19 right here. I'm on the Java edition, but this should also help if you're on Bedrock, so Windows edition, console, Pocket edition, and so on. Within this video, I'm going to be talking about Allays, that is right, or the Allay mob that was added in Minecraft 1.19. I'm a little bit late with this video, but I did want to kind of share all the information for any new and upcoming players or anyone that hasn't actually experienced the Allays in the game. But the Allay is right here, as you can see. I just spawned it in so that you could see it up close. And it's kind of like a little ghost, I suppose, or like a fairy, or a kind of wisp-like mob. And it's a very cute mob. I would think one of the cutest mobs they've ever added into the game. But within this tutorial, I'm going to tell you how to find them and how to use Allays in Minecraft. That is right. And in order to find Allays, you do not find them naturally in the world. When I say naturally, you do not find them naturally spawning. You can only find them in structures or predetermined structures that are spawned in the world. And one of those structures is a pillager outpost. So as you can see, this is a pillager outpost right here. And sometimes they spawn with these dark oak cages right here. And as you can see, this one has 2 Allays inside of it. Now, obviously, the whole point of these structures is that you actually have to free the Allays when you actually find them. So if you found them at a pillager outpost, you would have to break the cage in order to get them to go free. But I'm now going to show you a better area to actually find these in, because the pillager outpost is not the best place to find them. Alright everyone, as you can see, the second area that actually has the best chance of finding Allays in Minecraft is actually a woodland mansion. So obviously woodland mansions are a fairly rare structure, but you can find Allays in here because they actually spawn within the jail cells that are found in woodland mansions. So I believe there was a jail around one of these corners right here, this one right here, and if we go look through the jail cell right here, you can see that the Allays are actually spawning inside. Now, instead of actually breaking the dark oak chest and all that cool stuff, as you can see, in order to free these little guys, you actually have to open the jail cells that are in the woodland mansion. Now, when the Allays actually spawn at the pillager outposts and the jail cells, each cage or cell has the potential of spawning 1 to 3 Allays inside, and these are the only 2 areas where you can actually find them. Because, as I said, you cannot find them naturally spawning, but you can find them within these areas or structures. So now I'm going to kind of explain how you use these guys and other info on how they are actually used as a mob. Now, the main purpose of Allays in the game are actually to make your life a lot easier. They are somewhat of a retriever, I guess is the best way to describe it, and they can retrieve items for you. So I have some examples right here. So what you do is, if you want the Allay to actually find and look at particular items, you find an Allay and then right click or use an item on the Allay, and that makes them end up being tamed. Now, as you can see, this Allay is now holding an apple. So that is the actual item is going to be looking for. It's going to be looking for apples. So if I drop an apple on the ground right here, you can see that the Allay just picks it up, and it is then going to come back with it and throw me back the apple, which is an incredibly cool feature for this mob. In fact, the Allays are one of my favorite aspects of Minecraft 1.19. It is a very awesome addition. And as you can see, they do actually check quite a lot. So if I drop an apple down here, you can see that it's come all the way down and actually basically retrieved the apple and thrown it back to me, which is a very awesome thing. Now, lots of different items can be done. So, for example, I have a bucket of axolotl right here, and I believe this can be used as well. Let's use some of these guys in here. So as you can see, this guy is now going to do bucket of axolotl, and it's going to pick that one up, and it's then going to throw it to me eventually, as you can see. Now, if they are holding items, they will follow you no matter what. So if I move through the actual woodland mansion right here, you will see that they do actually follow me. Now, I'm not sure where the apple one has gone. Oh, here it is. It got a bit stuck. Sometimes the Allays can get a bit stuck on the corners and stuff, but in general, the Allays should follow you in general and actually, try and, help you in the best they can within your actual location. Now, has this one got stuck again? Yeah, sometimes they seem to get stuck in the ground sometimes, which can be a little bit irritating, but it's still a very useful feature nonetheless. Now, if you want them to stop following you, you have to right click on them again so that they give up their item, so that they essentially stop searching for that item. Now, one of the most, interesting ones is obviously ore pieces is a very good one. And, they'll actually pick up ore pieces like iron, gold, and diamond, which makes it a very useful feature in that regard as well. Now, there are a few exceptions, and that is that leads and name tags cannot be done. So as you can see, a lead can actually be used with an allay without it actually taking the item. Obviously, that would be not very good. And also the same for name tags as well. Those are, I believe, the only two items which they cannot retrieve, just simply because of their uses and the application of the item. Now, another aspect as well is that also Allays actually respond to note blocks in the game as well. So if we get ourselves a note block right here, this will actually distract the Allays and actually make them deliver to a particular location. So this one that's still got the apple right here, if I put this note block down and start playing it, you'll see that there were a bunch of particle effects right here, and that's actually linking to the allay. So as you can see, this one has now gone back to the note blocks. Now, as you can see in a moment right here, if I actually put some apples on the ground, you will notice that if the allay starts to pick them up, it will then try and transfer them to the note block because that is what it's currently linked to. Now, note blocks are only linked for about 30 seconds or so. So if I actually wait a moment here, if I put some more apples on the ground, you'll notice that now the allay should give the items to me because the note block linkage has now been broken. So it's like a temporary distraction for the allays using the note blocks, and I find that a very nice feature because what you could do is you could put hoppers around the note block so that you can catch items and stuff like that, and that will basically stop the allays from giving you the item and you actually specifying, well, I actually want the items in a specific area rather than given back to me and given back to my inventory. Now, another few things to note about allays as well is that basically they should also be able to hold a stack of items, so that's 64 items in total, and they should only look for their specific item 32 blocks away from the player. And also, if they are triggered by a note block like I showed you previously, it will only look around that note block as well. I believe it's a similar range of 32 blocks, so also bear that in mind as well. And as you might have seen as well, they have a very luminous texture which makes them quite easy to see in in the game when you actually see them around the Minecraft world. So at nighttime or in a dark mansion and all that cool stuff. Obviously, I am using a night vision potion at the moment so that everything is really, really bright. But if it was dark in here, then these guys would stand out a great deal because of their luminous texture. Alright everyone, that's about it for this tutorial video. Hopefully it's helped you figure out how to use the Allays, and this guy is still around me right here because it's still holding that goddamn apple. But I absolutely love these guys. They're a great addition to the game, and hopefully I helped you figure out some things with these mobs. If you did enjoy the video, then please subscribe and like the video. It'd be very much appreciated, and click the notification bell so you stay notified of any future videos. Also, if you want to follow my Twitter is also in the description or on the screen right now if you want to check that out. But I will see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.